Hey, this is Jamie at Stonemaier Games, and I just wanted to wish you a happy April Fool's Day. Today I do have a very real video, even though it is in the spirit of April Fools. Today I'm going to be revealing my top 10 favorite pets in boxes, pets in game boxes specifically. I sent out a notice to Stonemaier Ambassadors a few months ago asking them to send me their favorite photo of their beloved pet or pets in game boxes, and I got some great responses. And I'm going to go over those pets today. Obviously, this is highly subjective. This is just for fun, and feel free to disagree with me in the comments and let me know that your pet, obviously, is the cutest and best pet in a box. Let's start out with some honorable mentions because I got more than 10 submissions to this. I'm going to be looking over my second monitor here, but Joe should be flashing the images on screen real quick as I say these. So there's Cass in a Charterstone box, Isabella on top of a Mousetrap box, which is a great choice for Isabella. There's Lester in an Isle of Cats box, a classic look. The Isle of Cats box actually has a target for a cat to sit down in the box. I have Napoleon in a game bag. So Napoleon went after multiple games in this game bag. Newton in a Diet Coke box. Not a game box, but still a box. I wanted to respect the submission from TJ. We also have Owen from Tim. Owen is sitting in a My Level Size box, a great choice from Owen. We have Pete in a Terraforming Mars box, it looks like. And then last, we have Solinia, who isn't technically in a box, but a beautiful cat sleeping on the Sleeping Gods materials. So those are my honorable mentions. Let me jump into the top 10 now, starting with Debra, submitted by Andrew Kemp. Debra is making the bold choice of sitting on top of the viticulture box instead of inside the box. Debra might have been ranked a little higher if she had somehow gotten inside the box. That was the core requirement, but obviously this is just for fun, and I love that that both Andrew and Debra selected viticulture for this photo. And I really respect that Debra, while sitting on the box, is not touching any of the game pieces and is not knocking over any of the wine glasses or the bottles on the table. So well done to Debra. You are my top 10 favorite cat in or on a box in this case. At number 9, we have Reilly. Reilly is also sitting with viticulture. Actually, the Tuscany board, it looks like. Tuscany, here's the Tuscany board here. And it looks like, here, I probably should minimize this. I maximized it for a second. So Reilly is submitted by Bronwyn, who clearly has the original Tuscany that we put on Kickstarter back in 2014 until we slimmed it down to Tuscany Essential. So thank you, Bronwyn, for being with us since as early as 2014. And it looks like Reilly has been with us for quite some time as well. I think I've seen some photos of Reilly over the past few years. Reilly, thank you for sitting in the viticulture box and for showcasing your love of Tuscany. This is a great photo. And I think, I don't know much about Reilly, but it looks like Reilly has an interesting personality. I'd like to know more about Reilly's personality. So Reilly is my number 9 favorite cat in a box. At number 8, we have a non-cat creature. Other animals were allowed too, even though I certainly prefer cats, although I love dogs and other animals, just maybe not as animals that I want to take care of on an ongoing basis. But Douglas is an adorable corgi submitted by Roberto at Sheer Boredom Table Talk. Douglas has chosen a nice big box to sit in, the Dwellings of Eldervale box. And it looks like there might be another dog right behind Douglas. I can't exactly tell, but I think I can see that in the photo. And I appreciate Douglas for staking his claim on the territory and sticking with it and getting comfortable. One paw on the ground, one paw in the air. It's a classic look for a dog or a cat in a box. Well done to Douglas. You are my number 8 favorite pet in a box. At number 7, we have a great name for a cat, Maglev Winston, submitted by Josh Ward, a longtime ambassador and helper at Stonemaier Games, one of our key proofreaders, key members of our oversight team. That's Josh. Maglev is not a proofreader or a member of our oversight team. Maglev is just a bold pirate cat who is sitting in the Libertalia box. I love the expression on Maglev Winston's face. He says, I'm in this box and you can't do anything about it. Or perhaps Josh put Maglev in this box and Maglev is not happy about that. Either way, I love that glare that I'm seeing on Maglev's face. Great look, Josh. I think this is a great pick for a photo. Yeah, because part of this challenge is not just choosing the pet to put in the box or which box to choose, but also the photo itself, the quality of the photo. I'm sure there were multiple photos taken here, and Josh chose this photo, and that's a real winner. That is number 7, Maglev Winston in the Libertalia box. At number 6, we have another great name, Stormblaster Stormy. I wonder if Robert submitted this. I wonder, Robert, do you say that full name every time you call Stormblaster to you, or do you just shorten it to Stormy? Maybe that's the key. Maybe you've included both names here, and the nickname is Stormy. But Stormy is fast asleep. Let's see what game Stormy is in. New Frontiers. Stormy has chosen to curl up and get comfortable and fall asleep in the New Frontiers box. And I love a comfortable looking cat in a box. And so I think if there was a comfortable award, Stormy would take it in this case. Yeah, number 6, Stormblaster Stormy, just getting comfortable in that New Frontiers box. Well done. At number 5, for the Biggest Ears award, that goes to Ozzie. Ozzie in the Fantastic Factories box. I love Fantastic Factories, so that's a plus for this one. I love that it's not a big box, but I love big cats in small boxes, or even medium-sized cats in small boxes. And I just love the look on Ozzie's face. Ozzie just looks very happy to be in this box. Beautiful eyes, big ears, taking up the full space of the Fantastic Factories box. Ozzie, you are my 5th favorite cat in a box today. Well done. At number 4, so this may have been higher on the list because I love this photo of Cornbread in not only in a box, but in a little kind of a bag. It looks like a plastic rubber bag, silicone bag inside a box. So that's a double effort there. You're inside one thing, inside a box. That's tough to pull off. It's a Clank box. I love Clank. And I would have maybe ranked this a little bit higher, but the friends who took this photo and shared it with us, or maybe actually Megan may have taken this photo. I can't remember exactly how we got this photo, but basically we are very close friends with these two people. So I didn't want to give them too much bias or give this cat too much bias. I've spent a lot of time with this cat. I've taken care of this cat. I have a lot of love for Cornbread and Cornbread's brother Muffin, not pictured here. So I might have put it a little higher, but I do love this photo, and so I wanted to put it at number 4 on this list. Well done, Cornbread. At number 3, we have a non-cat, the highest non-cat pet on this list, and this is Pineapple, submitted by Tyler McKinnon. Pineapple is making the bold choice to sit in the Aftermath box. Pineapple, I think is a guinea pig, as far as I can tell. Maybe it's a hamster. Okay, Megan says hamster. Yeah, we'll go with hamster then. Megan knows her rodents better than I do, but I love that it's a hamster in an Aftermath box because Aftermath is a game about this type of animal. I think it's all rodents. Maybe it's just mice or hamsters or gerbils, maybe guinea pigs. I'm not sure. I haven't played Aftermath, but you can tell by the side of the box that this is the type of animal that you get to play when you play Aftermath. And I love that either Tyler and or Pineapple has chosen this box to sit in. This photo just makes me smile. I love the expression on Pineapple's face. He looks like he's ready to go on an adventure. He or she is ready to go on an adventure. So well done to Pineapple. You are my number 3 favorite pet in a box. At number 2, I just love this photo, and this is just such a beautiful cat. This is Minerva, submitted by Skylar Norton. Minerva chose the Art Travels box here. You can kind of see it in the background, but it's a beautiful photo, beautiful cat, great choice of a box to sit in, lots of yarn around. It almost looks like this photo was staged, but I'm okay with that because it is just a beautiful photo with a beautiful cat. I have learned that I love long-haired cats. Walter is a long-haired cat. At the same time, long-haired cats, I think, are slightly more likely to get hairballs, so I feel for Skylar for dealing with the hairballs that Minerva probably has. But yeah, Minerva is just this is just a beautiful photo. This is probably my favorite photo overall because of how beautiful the cat and the dressing of it is. Well done to Minerva for being a beautiful cat in a beautiful game. And thanks to Skylar for submitting Minerva at number 2. But at number 1, I had to go with a little bit of bias here and go with a Stonemaier game and a beautiful cat. This is another beautiful cat in a box. This is Hattie Wilson, submitted by Sean Wilson. Sean, thank you for submitting Hattie, a photo of Hattie. And Hattie, thank you for sitting in the Red Rising box. I love that the game is in motion here. It looks like the game wasn't just staged. Maybe it's during setup or cleanup. Sean was actually playing the game, it looks like, and Hattie decided, perhaps on her own, his or her own, to sit in the box. I don't know the entire story behind it, but I love the photo. I love how it turned out. Red Rising, Hattie, a beautiful cat. I mean, look at all that white. Usually I see cats with like a lot of another color and then a little bit of white. My cats are that way, but Hattie is mostly a white cat. Just a great photo. I love looking at this. As you can tell, yeah, I love these photos. So this is a fun one. Hattie, you are my #1 cat in a box. But wait, obviously I have a real #1. I mean, I didn't want to go with too much bias here, but I have to say my real #1s are my cats. I'm getting emotional here for some reason. I don't know why. Are Biddy and Walter. I love my cats. I love Biddy and Walter. Biddy has been my cat for 15 years now. And Walter joined Biddy around 3 years after that. So Biddy I got as a kitten, so I think Biddy is around 15 years old. You can see Biddy in this first photo. I'll get to Walter in a second. Biddy is sitting in my favorite game box, or my favorite game, in the box of my favorite game from 2021, Role Player Adventures. It's a nice big box. Biddy is a big cat. He's around 18 pounds. And yeah, Biddy means the world to me. And yeah. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I never get emotional during these videos, but I really do love these cats. And then before I get too emotional, I'll bring up Walter here. Walter is sitting in a little glimpse at a box to come. This is the lid of the Wingspan nesting box, which we're working on. It should be ready later this year. This is not an April Fool's thing. This is a real product that we're working on. It's an organizer box for Wingspan, and I've only shown so far the prototype lid. This is also technically a prototype lid, but I wanted to give you a little glimpse of what the top of the lid might look like. And Walter is sitting proudly in this box. I also adore Walter. It was I took this photo today. It was a little hard to get Walter to stay in this box. He likes to do things on his own terms, but I appreciate him letting me take this photo. Those are my real #1s, Biddy and Walter. Yeah, so thank you for everyone who shared these photos with me. It was a lot of fun to do this little April Fool's video, sharing my favorite pets in boxes. And if you have a favorite pet in a box, feel free to share a link in the comments below. Hopefully YouTube will let you post that link. If it's a link to like, I don't know, someplace, maybe Instagram, where you can share a specific photo of your pet in a box. And if you have a different favorite, if you want to name your favorite from those that I shared today, let me know in the comments below. I hope you have a fun April Fool's Day, whether or not you have pets. And yeah, thanks for joining me today. Take care.